Hey guys, this is Sharon Ben Kessous. You can call me Ben, and this is my friend Juan Huerta,
Good to see you, Ben.
the lender in Las Vegas. I want to talk about bidding wars and about the low inventory market. There is a very low, as we all know, a very low inventory right now, and the media continues to report about bidding wars and buyers that making offer after offer with no success. What are you seeing? What are you seeing in the market?
Well, number one, I'm glad we don't live in Boise, Idaho,
Yeah.
or Salt Lake City, or in Seattle, because I think there are a lot more cases of extreme bidding wars. And so obviously the media needs to sell information, and they're going to highlight those that are kind of the outliers. And so what I would tell people, and I see this all the time, they're getting too scared to even enter the marketplace, right? They're like, I don't want to pay over appraised value. So let me tell you what we're seeing in the Las Vegas market. Yes, there is low inventory, but there are ways of getting past the low inventory and making an offer stand out. So if you remember when you and I met not too long ago, you were the listing agent.
Yep.
How many offers did you have on that?
We had 9. Because we just stopped it. It was too crazy. We got $36,000 over.
And you took our offer.
We took your offer. It
And
was a great offer.
So, but remember, I called you and I introduced myself, and I also included that $5,000 closing guarantee.
Yep.
So one of the things that I do specifically is if I have a very good pre-approval with clients, I'll put my own money on the line. So when I called you, I said, if I mess up, I'm writing a check to your seller, right?
Yep.
So in the last year, I only had 2 clients that had to make more than 3 offers.
Because that's for me, it's bring me confidence.
Of course.
I know, first of all, that we're gonna have good communication with the lender.
Totally.
No issues with that.
So I pulled the Jedi mind trick on you, right? Which is, and I meant it. I didn't do it in a mean way. I know that I'm always going to be one of the best offers, and if I instill you with confidence, and I introduce myself, because look, you get paid when the house sells, and if there's a problem, you risk losing the house.
Yeah.
So we want to make you look good. We want to make your seller look good, and so that's how you and I met. So that's number one. Is the lender plays a big role in helping the person stand out with the offer. So again, now we're on par with those cash offers. The thing that we're going to be doing now, and you and I chat about this, is since the market still has low inventory, we're going to take your client, any clients that come in, and we're actually going to submit them for a full underwritten approval without a property.
Okay.
Yeah. And this is kind of standard practice in some of the other cities where there's even crazier inventory problems. But what that does is when you're making an offer, the loan's approved. I can close
Make the buyer to stand out.
Makes them stand out.
Yeah.
And when that offer goes in and I call that listing agent and you call them up, I'm like, we've already approved the loan. We just need an appraisal and an inspection, an updated pay stub, and we can close the loan.
Yep.
So
Shorter time, a lot of security in the offer.
Totally.
I can come to my seller, tell him, hey, that's almost good as cash. We can take that.
I'm going to tell him it's as good as cash. That's what I said to you, right? Because that's how I feel about it, right? Because cash falls out all the time, right?
Yeah.
And so that is one thing that we can do. And it's now, does that mean people might have to go 5 or 10,000 overpriced? It's possible, right?
Even more, yeah.
But they're not gonna. It's not going to be crazy like people are saying it's going to be, right?
Okay. What about the low inventory? Well, what's your insight about that?
So the issue is everyone's wondering, inventory is a problem that takes a long time to solve. So what people don't realize is our inventory problem started in 2008. If you look at 2008.
So it's not Corona issue? It's way before, you said?
Way before. So,
okay.
So I was in the market. I've been doing this for a while when the bubble burst in the entire country. And the new home builders stopped building. And to build houses, you have to buy land, you got to get it permitted, there's all this stuff. So starting in 2008 and 9, we started to build a hole for ourselves, deficit in housing. And it continued, right?
Yeah.
The coronavirus, the pandemic, exacerbated it, right? And now it's estimated that we have a shortage in the entire country of about 3.8 million housing units. That's what Fannie Mae is saying.
Wow.
It's an issue. And that doesn't just go away, right? You can't just magically make houses appear, especially with some of the supply chain issues. So for people that think this is going to go away soon, it's not. We have a structural issue.
Today we have a 0.8 month of supply. That means that if no one gonna take his house for sale, in less than a month, no more houses to sell.
Yeah,
Crazy.
and I think a normal market is 4 to 6 months of inventory,
Yep.
right? But here's an interesting thing that people say about it, and here's another thing that I heard this, and I want you to share this with your client as we're sharing it with you, is people go, I don't want to pay over appraisal for a house, right? I'm overpaying.
You have to.
Well, you have to, but that's not if I said to you, Ben, I'm going to sell you this car it's a $50,000 car, but you're going to pay $55,000. But in a few months from now, your car dealer is going to call you up and offer you more for that used car than you paid for it, right?
Yeah.
So when you buy in a seller's market, you are paying a little over the asking price, but that's a point in time, right?
Yep.
And what we do know is, short of some really strange things going on, the market's going to continue to go up. So what do you know? You know that a month or 2 months later, your house is going to be worth more than you paid for it. If you buy in a buyer's market where you are able to get concessions and you're able to ask for closing costs, that seems great and there's some advantage to it, but that's a market where it's either flat, maybe it could be going down. So this is actually, in a seller's market, it's actually a really great time to buy. I would not be selling a house right now because we know they're going to be going up. Yep. It's an interesting situation we have going on.
Good to know. Thank you very much.
Thanks.